What's up, guys? Maritime Spook here, and I got a little video here from my buddy Arconator, which is my buddy Matt from Outlaw Edge Blade Works. And I always thought the guy's name was Arco, but I've been watching more of his videos, and I see in the comments a lot of people call him Matt. I just call him Arco. I don't even know what the hell that's from, but it's pretty cool. So anyway, guys, he did an ADC video, and he actually shouted me out in the video. He was bored, he said, one night, and we got talking on Instagram direct message, and he said, I'm going to do an ADC video, and I'm bored, I'm going to do one. So he basically ended up giving me a shout out in the video. So I told him when I had the time, I'd come and shoot an ADC video for you guys. I haven't shot one forever. I used to shoot them all the time when I lived down on the water. Carried all kinds of gadgetry and all kinds of stuff there. Partly some of it maybe I didn't need. And I've kind of whittled it down, but also when I look at it, it's still a lot of stuff. So anyway, guys, let's just get to that real quick. First thing I want to show you guys is I wear this watch every single day. This watch right here is the G-Shock Rangeman. Now, these aren't cheap, but they'll also do about 100 different things that you aren't going to get with a normal watch. This one has a compass, a barometer, altimeter. So if you're into any type of exploration or, just anything where you have to use maps or anything, even like a survey or something like that. I talked to one guy who's into surveying, and he loves this watch. Very, very cool. At one time, you could get a 10% discount through me. I got to get back with gshock.ca here in Canada and find out what's going on with the code. But if you're interested in one, let me know. I may be able to save you some money on the G-Shocks. But great watch, guys. I absolutely love it. It's been my favorite watch. It's backlit like that, the whole thing. And there's a million different things, guys. And I have a review of this watch coming up, but I didn't want to get into it when I knew very little about it. And now that I've had it for going on a year, I know lots about it, and I love it. It's comfortable. There's a lot of good things to it. So that'll be a video coming up soon if you're interested in that. G-Shock Rangeman. Always a paracord bracelet, but this one has a little surprise in it, and it has a handcuff key in it. I've always worn this one with a handcuff key for a couple, 2 or 3 years now, and that handcuff key actually does work on a standard pair of handcuffs. It's not just a gimmick. If you get some of them, they're made of this flimsy like plastic. This one's like a harder plastic, and it actually comes out of there, and I don't want to mess with it. But it comes out of there, and at first when you get them, they don't come out at all. You got to kind of snap them to get them out, but now it's loose, it'll come out. And I always wear my custom ring. This is a silver skull ring by my buddy Earthforge, my buddy Matt Watkins. He does immaculate work, guys. Custom rings and custom pendants and stuff like that. It's an ounce of silver, and it's really good also for defense. If you give somebody a punch in the head, they'll end up with that imprint on their forehead, and they'll think twice about messing around next time. So great ring, wear it every day. So I wear that on my wrist, guys. Necklace and neck knife usually. I've always got one of these Uberluden Leich, it's called. It's backwards right now. But it's a ferro rod with a striker, and I've kept this one. I haven't really used it. My old one's got a big scrape here where I used it to do fires. This is the Generation 2. The Generation 1's a little different. Generation 2, I've actually used this as a little EDC idea for opening up packages and stuff like that. And it's sharp, but it's not so sharp that you got to worry about it cutting you. So I wear it every day. One thing I like about it is my keys usually have a carabiner. So if I'm going out and I have heavy clothes on, I can clamp my keys to this and just tuck it in my jacket. Pretty well every day I'm wearing a neck knife. I've got another one to show you. But this is the Otzi the Iceman neck knife by Condor. This is a wicked knife. I took a file and sanded it down so it'll throw sparks. It wouldn't before. People had asked that. That was one of the main things. And I wish they had of... There we go. I wish they had of started out with a 90-degree spine, because I think that's the niche that a lot of people are using this in, as like a little backup or, bushcraft knife. But I basically have it as an EDC, and with me, guys, I'm usually out where I live. I can run into sort of EDC stuff, but some of the time we're into the bushcraft stuff too. So, a shamog. These are awesome, guys. You can use them obviously to keep warm. Wrap your face if it's you're going through blowing snow or anything. But you can also have them out like this and throw firewood in there. I've done that a dozen times. Gone around, picked up firewood, laid this on the ground. thrown squaw wood, they call it, which is just like spruce branches that you break up, throw them inside the shemagh, and wrap it up corner to corner, throw it over your shoulder and go that way. And also you can use it as an improvised pack, throw your stuff in it and tie it around. So it's something that doesn't weigh anything, and if you don't want to wear it, you can just stuff it in a pocket, but 90% of the time I just wear it. So that's usually what's in my pockets, guys. This is another thing that can strap to the necklace or a neck knife, and it's a piece of fat wood, an Loden ferro rod, and a whistle. And I've got it on this little thing here, this little hook, and I can just hook that right like that. So if I just have a normal like belt knife on like I do today, XXX Sitka, then I have a ferro rod and everything right there. You know, because this Sitka, the sheath, it doesn't have a ferro rod holder on it. So I've got one with me, you know, kind of thing. But I mean, I put that on my Tops Puko and just different knives all the time. So about, I'll say 75% of the time, I don't carry it all the time, guys, not to try to bullshit you and say that I have this on me all the time. 3/4 of the time, guys, I carry this bag right here. And this is, it's a One Tigris sling pack. And I've got all kinds of bells and whistles in this, guys. And if I'm going on a longer trip, or if I'm out for walks and stuff, guys, I'll just throw this on. And I mean, I've got my 2300 Super Bright Wizard by Army Tech. This thing is just freaking awesome light, and it's set up. You can carry it like this as like a Vietnam era type, you know, tunnel rat type flashlight. So if you have a gun, you can carry it over top. It's set up that way. It's magnetized at the bottom, so you can stick it on the side of a vehicle or something if you're working on something. And it has a pocket clip right there. But what's cool about this, we'll get to in a second, is this also converts into a headlamp. And that's why I like having this one as opposed to other lights that I carry. So we'll get into the main pack here, guys. And I've got a few other EDC knives I'm just going to quickly go through that I carry besides this one. This one here is a Spyderco ARK. I have a video on that if you want to check it out. That's one that goes on the neck a lot of the time. I carry this folder some of the time. And this is the Cold Steel Mini AK-47. One of the best folding knives I've ever came across. Just love that thing, guys. And I've got a Smuckatelli bead, Emerson bead on the bottom. And also the Big Mac Daddy, which is the Cold Steel Large Luzon with a with Mr. One-Eyed Willie on the bottom here. And that's another Smuckatelli bead. It's a One-Eyed Jack or something they call it on there. Great knife for defense, but also we were cutting cardboard with it, and we cut some just yesterday with it, and it's a beast for that type of task. Great food prep knife as well. So even if you're not going to carry that around, guys, for defense or just for having a badass big knife, have it around the house for the kitchen, it's excellent. And they're cheap. They're like 60 bucks or something like that. Here's the headlamp attachment to the Army Tech light. And I'm trying to go through this quick, guys, because I don't want to make it a 30-minute video, but you pop off the pocket clip right here. That pops right off, which is cool. It's got that little thing there. And then it turns in from turns in from your EDC light, snaps right into your headlamp. And it's got this cool attachment. And I always carry that in the bag, and that way I've got it, you know, in case I need it. And it's got one of those attachment things on the top, and it's adjustable back and forth, so you can adjust it to which any way you want, and then away you go, right? So I really like Army Tech. Once again, if you want to save some money, I've got a code through those fellas too. They're awesome people. Canadian company with Russian influences. Inside the bag, it's got this little laptop or tablet type compartment with Velcro. I don't keep that in there. I have a brand new space blanket in there. We've all seen them. Handkerchief, bandana, can be used for a lot. Toilet paper, Coughlin's camping toilet paper. It's a really tight, compact roll of toilet paper. Blow your nose, use the bathroom, whatever you got to do. That's just a compact little thing that I put in there. got this little tin right here, and inside the tin I've got one of these towels that's you know, like a compacted towel, camping towel, a candle, and a tick removing / magnifying. Now I can start fires with that, and I can remove ticks, and that goes right into this little pouch or little container. I can make char cloth with it, and just whatever I need to do with it. And it's got a Sly Steel Fox sticker on it. So that's in that main compartment. And also there's a couple other things. Glow sticks. If you watch my channel for a long time, guys, you'll know that I'm right in on the glow sticks, guys. Right on the glow sticks. I love having them. They're very handy, and I've actually used them quite a bit. I have a thing of snare wire in here, and why that's in my EDC is because you can use it for applications on your vehicle. Arco would know that. You know, your muffler screws up, you can use that to, you know, to tighten it back up. There's all kinds of uses besides trapping. And as I said, guys, I carry this on my walks too, so I mean I could use that for a lot. Gorilla tape, and with the handkerchief and some Gorilla tape, guys, there's some first aid. I don't carry usually a first aid kit other than a few band-aids, which I got to put in here, and another glow stick, because you can do a lot with duct tape and a bandana as much as you can, you know, to get to where you need to go. So that's that main compartment. The front compartment here, guys, I have another knife that's always in here, and it's set up neck carry, and it's a K-bar. This is an awesome knife for 12 bucks, guys. This is a K-bar dozer. Good little EDC knife. I may put some handle scales on it. My son wrapped it in paracord. Really good job on it for me. He's really good at that type of stuff. It's got a sharp 90-degree spine. It's very, very sharp. The sheath is somewhat we'll call lackluster, but it works. And I've got that set up as a backup knife to my backup knives, we'll say. And that always sits in the front, this front pouch. Ferrocerium rod. Most of mine are always Luberlude, and this one here is by my buddies at Ferro Fire. Just another cool little ferrocerium rod, new one they come out with a striker that I'm testing out. They have some really good combinations, and we're going to get to that for their mesh metal. Piece of fat wood. Leatherman Super Tool 300 in here, and this thing here is a hacksaw blade. And you can cut through like rebar and everything with this little tool, guys. These are awesome. And it's got a blade too for EDC. You could get away with carrying that as your EDC knife. Not for defense, but just for opening stuff. Cool little tool. And Super Tool 300. I need a case for this, guys. Anyone's got a cool case, I need to get one. My buddy Dick and I, Big Boy Bushcraft, were talking the other day. I might get him to make me one out of leather. And get one for the Super Tool 300. So, got that, the little cutter, another big glow stick, and I'm kind of just going through it quick now, guys. It's running into some time, but whatever. I got a signal mirror. These are really cool. Besides signaling, you can see if you got a cut and stuff like that. If you're out in the woods or even just out and about on the streets, how are you going to be able to see what's going on in your face if you don't have something like that? This is a little kit that is a screwdriver set. Has all the different bits, so I got a screwdriver on me with different bits on it. A lighter and a Kydex sheath, which I can hang from my neck or anything. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here that I didn't remember, guys. Not remember, but I mean, don't get to. Speedy sharp right here with a striker, which a good striker in for fat wood and for sharpening tools. And a whole whack of UCO matches inside a Bastion LLC cylinder, which is definitely waterproof, everything proof, basically. Sharpener. Whoops, lost the thing. But it's a sharpener, and one of the last things, I have my binoculars. So, on the outside, my gloves, my awesome Superior gloves, and a whole bunch of different, these little cheapo carabiners, guys, because you never know when you're going to need them. And some hand sanitizer. So that's a lot of stuff, Arco, but that's the bag that I carry, guys. And I usually, like I said, sometimes you'll just see the first little bit of stuff. Sometimes you'll end up seeing all that bushcraft stuff with me, guys. If I go for a walk, I have it with me. And even though that was a lot of stuff, it weighs like nothing. It's like a few pounds. I don't even notice it. And then I've even still got lots of room inside the pack to put things in it. A lot of the time I'll grab birch bark and just ram it right in that bag and go with it. So anyway, guys, I just want to share that with you. I greatly appreciate you guys. I got some other videos coming up here real quick. I went on a bit of a hiatus, guys, but I was nowhere near like gone for good, but it's just some stuff was going on I had to get through my head. Another thing I forgot, always, guys, Oakley gas cans. I went through other sunglasses a million times until I bought a good pair, and you know, I wear the gas cans every day, right? So anyway, guys, Spook signing out. I appreciate everything everybody's done for me, all the companies. There's a lot of stuff coming up that I'm going to shoot videos for that I haven't even shown you guys. Greatly appreciate you. Stay safe. Thank you, Arco, Outlaw Edge Blade Works. I'm going to put a link in the description to his channel. Go check him out, guys. And he's just awesome dude. So stay safe, guys.